Hey again, everybody. How you doing? Had a quick thought. Today is the anniversary of my father's death. Uh, he died when I was 8 years old. So I know a lot about, and my mom's 10th anniversary of her death is coming up later this month. So I know a bit about loss and, you know, losing somebody at a young age, not only for me, but for the person who passed. My dad was very young when he passed. And, you know, so I get it. What I'm about to say, keep in mind, I get losing people, people you love, and all that. That being said, I have to say this. And I've kind of said something along these lines before. You know how I'm not a big fan of using fear as a motivator. And it's always under something good, under the guise of something good. Not saying that it didn't have good intentions, but, fear as a motivator I never really cared for. So in that regard, one thing I wish we would stop saying is, and you see it all the time on social media or people preach it unconsciously, like it's, echo chamber. And that is, tell someone you love them, for tomorrow's not promised. Now, speaking of love, we're in February, which is the month of love, right? Valentine's Day coming up as well, so it all ties in. But yeah, tell someone you love them, for tomorrow's not promised. You know what I say to that? I call BS on that. It shouldn't matter how long you live. Tell them you love them anyway. You don't realize it, but that is also conditional love. Well, we may die tomorrow, so I'm going to tell you I love you now. Why should it matter? You guys, we could be guaranteed 1,000 years. And we should still tell each other we love each other. I'm talking about, one to another. It shouldn't matter. Again, it's like holding somebody by the ankles over a balcony saying, tell them you love them. Same thing as the other thing I was saying. Be happy, right? So I never really cared for that. It's to me, it's conditional. You don't realize it because it's something, even something like this. Yes. It's phony. Again, you don't realize it's phony. You think it's, I'm doing the right thing, because if God forbid something happens tomorrow, at least I did. I told them I love them. I could sleep at night. Well, first of all, I got news for you. If something, God forbid, did happen tomorrow to either one of you, all you're going to know is pure love. All you're going to know is pure love. So they'll know, and they'll know on the other side that you love them. Or you'll know if it was you, I'm just saying. So don't give me that. Don't give me that. Okay? Again, we don't realize it. And this is a very unpopular opinion, I'm sure. But that's an ego-driven motivation. I want to sleep at night, so I'm going to tell you I love you. God forbid something happens to you. Or on the other end, I'm going to tell you I love you, because once, God forbid, something happens to me, if I'm on the other side, I'm going to be in eternity regretting it. No, you won't. That's not, first of all, we are love, okay? So, again, I'm not saying, I understand, believe me, because as you know, I've lost people. But if you're worried about someone going to the other side and you're not telling them you love them, don't worry, they're going to know. But even still, that's not what this is about. That's another discussion. This is about this. It doesn't matter how long you or the other person has to live. You should be telling them you love them anyway. Anyway. Shouldn't matter. It could be a day. Could be 1,000 years. You tell them you love them anyway. Don't worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow will take care of itself, like we hear. So, and I know it's not literal, I get it. But, don't do that. Tell them you love them because you want to tell them you love them, not because something may happen, God forbid. Give me a break. You know what I mean? So, I don't know if that made sense, but that's how I feel about it. All right, take care. Thanks.